Minnesota will receive Amir Smith-Marset, the young man out of Iowa, is the returner for the Vikings. Matt Prater, the veteran kicker, ready to send it away. Vikings have won 17 of the last 28 meetings all time with the Cardinals, including 2 in a row, both in Minneapolis. Vikings-Cardinals, and here we go. This one kicked out of the end zone, and that will bring on Minnesota's offense, led by 10-year veteran quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, Gus, did his job last week. He had the Vikings in scoring position in overtime before that fumble. Penalties, and Dalvin Cook's fumble stalled the Vikings last week and ended their week.
Kirk Cousins, 33 years old. He was 36 of 49 last week. 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 3 times. So the penalties, a major problem. Let's see if Minnesota has fixed it. First down and 10 at the 25. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. They give it to him. He runs right with running room. And Dalvin Cook gashes the Cardinals. A gain of 11 yards on first down. Isaiah Simmons with the tackle.
Now that's how you want to run the football. You come out, get these guys running left and right. Dalvin Cook find the lane, put his foot in the ground. That's what the Vikings want to do early.
Dalvin Cook last week, 20 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. Also caught it 6 times for 43. Second down and 1. Make that first down and 10. And the play fake. Cousins fires. Wide open receiver on the far side. K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Minnesota. Wham! A can opener to start. 64 yards.
Had to be a bust in coverage. I don't know what he's seen there, but his man coverage, he got his head around. I don't know why he came off, but busted play by Murphy Jr. Touchdown by the Vikings.
So Minnesota scoring quickly. That'll bring on Greg Joseph to attempt the extra point. K.J. Osborne, 5'11", 200-pounder out of Miami. And Kirk Cousins, he's got that mojo working early in this one.
Kirk Cousins is going to see a lot of man coverage. He's going to have to capitalize just like that. Big plays. You know what Kyler Murray going to do, Gus, so he's going to have big plays to keep him in this game. K.J. Osborne. He's been a big part of their offense, Gus. A lot of 11 personnel, 3 receivers. A lot of 3 receivers last week. They started off the game this week with 3 receivers as well.
In his second year, he caught the first passes of his career last week against Cincinnati. 7 catches for 76. Did he get across the goal line?
Did he get in?
The question.
Oh, maybe his feet went out. Maybe his feet touched out a little bit before, but it looked good to me.
And they have confirmed it. It is a touchdown. So Minnesota with the chance to take an early 7-0 lead. Greg Joseph in for the extra point. And it's good. 64-yard strike. K.J. Osborne gets the Vikings on the board. Last week, the Vikings rallied from a 21-7 deficit to tie the score at 24 going into overtime. And then Dalvin Cook fumbled the ball, and they paid for it. However, Kirk Cousins and this Vikings team off to a sensational beginning. Minnesota's longest play last week was 34 yards to Jefferson. So the big question, as Kyler Murray gets ready to come on, can the Cardinals answer? Greg Joseph will kick it away. Rondale Moore, the talented rookie out of Purdue, is the deep man for Arizona. And this one kicked out of the end zone. Kyler Murray last week, 21 of 32, 289 yards, 4 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown. He threw a pick and was sacked twice.
Kyler Murray looking to build on that performance last week, an MVP type performance. He's going to see a lot of man coverage today, so that should be in his favor.
So first down and 10 at the 25. Murray, third year. Heisman Trophy winner at Oklahoma. Chase Edmonds in the backfield with him. And on first down, Murray wants to throw, looks over the middle, and it's caught at the 28-yard line. Max Williams with the reception, a gain of 4. Let's take a look at the starting offense for Arizona.
Big Rodney Hudson in from Vegas. They look for him to be the new quarterback of this O-line. And DeAndre Hopkins, one of the most explosive receivers in our league. He have his hands full today with Patrick Peterson across from him all day.
They'll guard each other the whole day. Chase Edmonds running left, and he is crunched. Nicely done. Daniil Hunter leading the way. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Vikings.
Big Michael Pierce opted out last year, back in this year. They should get a lot from him in the run game and the pass. Michael Kendricks is the quarterback of this defense, right in the middle. Eric Kendricks, I'm sorry, right in the middle of this defense. And you know the new Patrick Peterson in State Farm Stadium for the first time on a visiting side.
Third down and 6 of the 29. Vikings with a great opportunity to get off the field. And it's a false start coming up against Arizona.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Guys anxious early in the season. You're anxious. Minnesota moving around. Humphries just got out of there a little too early.
DJ Humphries in his 6th season out of Florida. Third down and 11 at the 24. And Kyler Murray saw something at the line of scrimmage he did not like. Cliff Kingsbury, their head coach, and for this Vikings team. They will be without some of their players. Take a look.
Anthony Barr is out. Christian Darrisaw, he hasn't played yet. Everson Griffin played well for him last week. They really going to miss him up front. He's got a concussion off the field incident. But they really going to miss these guys today.
Coach Zimmer in his 8th year, 65 years old. The Vikings had 5 consecutive winning seasons under Mike Zimmer from 2015 to 2019, but won just 2 playoff games in that span.
Bad year for Mike Zimmer defense last year. We got a rebuilt D-line, rebuilt secondary, looking to improve from last year.
Third down and 11 at the 24. Now some movement on the right side.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
And this was the problem for Minnesota last week.
Yeah, it was. Minnesota started the game with 4 pre-snap penalties last week. Arizona doing their best Vikings impression this week.
Vikings committed 12 penalties for an NFL Week 1 high of 116 yards. 11 of the penalties were on their offense. Third down and 16. Murray steps up in the pocket, throws underneath. He's got DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins bottled up, and they shoot him down at the 25.
Try to set up a little screen there, a crossing screen, let D-Hop get the ball in his hand and run. Just trying to get some room and see if you could break a tackle in that situation, Gus.
Xavier Woods with the stop. So a great defensive stand on Arizona's first series of the game for Minnesota. And that brings on the veteran punter, Andy Lee.
D.D. Westbrook back deep.
Andy Lee standing inside his own 15, 3-time Pro Bowler and a 4-time All-Pro. And he just rockets this one away. Westbrook backpedaling, starts from the 15, makes the first man miss, trying to find the lane on the right side, and he gets out of bounds close to the 30.
Good return on a play, but I think we got a flag. I think that'll come back.
58-yard punt, 15-yard return, and there is a flag.
Usually a holding or a block in the back here.
Bill Vinovich, your referee today.
Bill was always one of my favorite refs.
Did you like him?
Yeah, his crew, he had a good crew. They always let you play a little bit, you know, Gus. I love refs who let you play a little bit.
Which means
they let you get physical.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 45. Personal foul. Kicking team number 33. The penalties will offset at the receiving team's foul. Timeout.
All right, so offsetting penalties, that brings Kirk Cousins nothing. Vikings with the lead and the football. They're trying to get that offensive line together for Minnesota. Vikings had 3 offensive linemen making season debuts in new positions last week. First down at 10 at the 25. Dalvin Cook, the lone setback. They give it to him. Cook hits the sideline, keeps his balance, and goes out of bounds, picks up a couple. Let's take a look at this Vikings offense.
Brian O'Neill, big right tackle. He's probably the lead dog of this O-line. And they paid him like he's the lead dog of this O-line. Dalvin Cook. This offense goes through Dalvin Cook. As he goes, this offense will go.
Dalvin Cook. He was the NFL's second leading rusher a season ago with over 1,500 yards. 2nd and 8 at the 27. Out of the offset eye. Cook, the deep man. Cousins, straight drop. Underneath. And it is caught in heavy traffic. And that is Justin Jefferson, the talented second-year receiver out of LSU. Gain of 6.
Big J.J. Watt, the new run-stopping machine here in Arizona. You see, he already made a play in the run game. Chandler Jones, 5 sacks last week. Looking to build upon that. I don't know how you can get much better than that, Chan, but he's going to try this week. And in that secondary, Buda Baker, the most disciplined player in football, he's never out of position.
3rd down and 2 at the 33-yard line. Baker in his 5th season now out of the University of Washington. Empty backfield for Cousins. He'll fire it and incomplete. Well defended. Tyler Conklin, the intended receiver.
Zaven Collins on the stop. That was just man coverage there. Mano-y-mano. Zaven Collins did a great job holding his ground, breaking that football up.
So the Minnesota Vikings 3 and out. That will allow Jordan Berry to come on and punt from inside his own 20. Rondell Moore deep at the 22. And Moore camping under it. Picks it up at the 20. Hits his sideline. Tries to turn the corner and he'll get to the 26 before being ridden down. A 46-yard punt and a 6-yard return coming up. The little big man, Kyler Murray.
Gus, they cannot let Dalvin Cook. You stop Dalvin Cook, you stop the Minnesota Vikings. And for Minnesota to win this game, it'll be 3v3. 3 Vikings cornerbacks versus 3 Cardinals receivers. If they limit the explosives, they can win this football game.
Arizona starts first down and 10 at their own 27. Chase Edmonds in the backfield with Kyler Murray. Cardinals never trailed last week against Tennessee. Here's Edmonds with a burst. Edmonds gets to the 40 and out of bounds at the 41, a gain of 14. Harrison Smith there to knock him out of play.
The Vikings playing 2 high safeties. If you want to live in 2 high safeties and stop DeAndre Hopkins, this is what the Cardinals have to do. They have to run the football, throw screens, get the football in Chase Edmonds' hands, and let them bring that other safety in the box.
Edmonds, very versatile, 12 carries, 63 yards last week, 4 catches, 43 yards as well against the Titans. Picked up 14. First down and 10, Murray. Play fake, pump it. And he throws a strike to DeAndre Hopkins. And Hopkins gets inside Minnesota territory at the 45. Eric Kendricks there, but it's a 13-yard pickup.
DeAndre Hopkins so good at filling zone coverage. He sits right down in the zone. Him and Kyler Murray is always on the same page.
DeAndre Hopkins in his 9th year now. Murray again to Hopkins. Looked off one receiver and hit Hopkins down the middle for a 16-yard pickup.
So hard to play against these guys, Gus. You play man, you got to deal with Hopkins. You play zone, you got to deal with Hopkins. So they on the same page, man. He got a great feel for the game. I love to watch these guys play.
DeAndre Hopkins, 6 1,000-yard seasons in his career, including the last 4. 3 with Houston, and then in his first year last season with Arizona. This drive, 3 plays, 3 first downs. Murray pulls it out. Oh, but they were ready for him. Bottled him up. Danielle Hunter drops him. Now let's go to Los Angeles for an update.
Thank you, Gus. Falcons Bucs opening drive. It only took 2 minutes and 38 seconds for Tom Brady to connect with Rob Gronkowski for this 20-yard score. Bucs up 7-0. Gus, Aqib, and Megan.
Second down and 10 from the 28. Murray guns it. Once again, it's caught. Chase Edmonds. We talked about his versatility. First catch of the game, Eric Kendricks with the tackle, a gain of 4.
Good tackle by Eric Kendricks. You're going to play zone coverage, you got to tackle well. So good start for Eric Kendricks.
Murray 5 for 5 to start.
Third down. The Cardinals like to run short routes on third down with something built in deep. So Kyler Murray will check the coverage. If he like what he sees, he'll take the deep side. If not, he'll try to pick up that first down.
3rd and 6 of the 24. Edmonds remains in the game at running back. Murray looking. Murray steps up. He's got blinding quickness and speed and goes down to the 15.
We talked to Kyler Murray on Friday, and I asked him, on third down in red zone, are you thinking about running? He said, I got to be thinking about running. It's where I make my money. His legs is his secret weapon. Third down, you better have your eyes on Kyler Murray.
First overall pick by the Cardinals in 2019. He was also the 9th overall pick by the Oakland A's in the 2018 Major League Baseball draft, and he chose football. From what they're saying, he's thinking about trying to play baseball again. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. James Conner comes in, and they swing it out. This time, it's the rookie, Rondale Moore.
So many weapons on this offense. We talked to Cliff Kingsbury about that situation, and he said it's a good problem to have, man. As long as he do his planning, as long as he had the thing scripted well, he had make sure everybody touched the football, he'll keep all these weapons happy.
Got a lot of weapons. DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Green, Christian Kirk as well. Off to a good season. And this young man, Rondale Moore, 2nd round pick. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line. Murray in trouble. Murray rolling. Murray just throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by Minnesota.
Minnesota brought 5 there. Minnesota brought 5. Good pressure. Danielle Hunter came free. How do you leave Danielle Hunter free? Kyler Murray did a great job preventing that sack, getting that ball away.
Danielle Hunter had a sack in his return to action after sitting out in the 2020 season due to a neck injury.
3rd and 10 here, Gus, already in field goal range. Look for a deep shot. 5-yard line gets you a first down. Look for an end zone shot here, Gus.
Empty backfield for Murray. Kyler Murray. Buying time. Murray throws. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 15 yards.
Kyler Murray makes it so hard. It's hard to cover a guy for 4 or 5 seconds. Kyler Murray doing what he does here, creating that extra second. Patrick Peterson had his eyes in the backfield. DeAndre Hopkins, he's going to keep working when Kyler runs, when he scrambles. Touchdown Vikings, man. It's a thing of beauty.
3rd receiving touchdown of this early season for DeAndre Hopkins. as Arizona. Matt Prater, extra point, and it's good. Cardinals go on a 9-play, 73-yard drive, eating up 4 minutes and 28 seconds. The creative Kyler Murray pushes the Cardinals down the field. They level the game at 7, going on a 9-play, 73-yard drive, eating up 4 minutes and 36 seconds. DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. Matt Prater will send it off. Amir Smith-Marset is the deep man looking for an opportunity, and he will not get one. Now next weekend on Fox starts Saturday strong with the big noon kickoff pregame show at 10 a.m. Eastern, live from Soldier Field in Chicago. Then at noon Eastern, do we have a good one for you? Jack Cohn and the 12th-ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame take on number 18 Wisconsin. A huge big noon Saturday begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Fox and the Fox Sports app. This guy knows something about Wisconsin football. J.J. Watt played for the Badgers, 11th overall pick. And they'll hand it to Dalvin Cook. Cook just slashing through the Arizona defense. Budda Baker finally with the tackle, but he gained 15.
The Vikings was able to get that edge. They got Isaiah Simmons hooked on that edge. You can't cut linemen down anymore, so Jalen Thompson have to hit linemen head up. You're going to see a lot of big runs, a lot more explosive runs around the edge, Gus, because you can't chop those linemen down no more.
Dalvin Cook just always has this forward type lean when he runs the football. First down to the 41. Out of the offset eye, Cook the deep man. Cook with a hole. Dalvin Cook. Whoa, look at the moves there, and he goes down at the 45. A 14-yard gain. Jalen Thompson with the tackle. I believe you said that they had to get Cook going, and he's going pretty well so far.
They definitely getting them going, Gus. The line is moving, this D-line. They're creating lanes, and Dalvin Cook's vision is crazy, Gus.
Hey, big single. Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, 4 carries, 43 yards here in the first quarter. First down. Cousins on the play fake. Over the middle. Cook out of the backfield. Cook, look at him turn. He runs that football like he's a Lamborghini. He can turn the corners. 13-yard reception.
And it's not just the run game, Gus. The pass game, the screen game. The offense goes through Dalvin Cook. He's going to get a bunch of touches today.
What makes him such a special player?
I think it's his vision. I think, honestly, it's how he sees the field. He sees where he want to go. He makes his cut, and he get there.
First down at the 31 for the Vikings. Alexander Madison in it, running back. Near side, Thielen. And Adam Thielen in his 8th year out of Minnesota State. I'd say he is Kirk Cousins' go-to man.
Definitely Kirk Cousins' go-to man. Third down, you will really see Adam Thielen show up. Third down in red zone, you will really see Adam Thielen show up. Those little quick passes are like run plays, Gus. If Kirk Cousins see a soft corner, they got a run play called, he'll throw it out there to Thielen real quick. Throw it out there to Thielen real quick and let him get 4 or 5 yards.
Thielen 9 catches and 92 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Bengals a week ago. 2nd and 5. Cousins wants to run, and Cousins submarines his way inside the 20. Looks like another first down. Corey Peters stops him after a gain of 6 on 2nd and 5.
Kirk Cousins is a little more athletic than guys give him credit for. But when he decides to run, he can pick up a nice few yards for you if you ask him to.
Kirk Cousins, the first quarterback in NFL history to record at least 4,000 passing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns in 3 straight seasons from 2015 through 2017. First down at the Cardinals 20. Cook on the end around. No, make that Madison. Correction, Dalvin Cook. And he'll gain a couple.
Good open field tackle by Jalen Thompson. Dalvin Cook and Jalen Thompson in the open field, one-on-one. That's a tough tackle. Chandler Jones chopped down. Chandler Jones got to hold that edge. They would like Chandler Jones to hold that edge and not let Dalvin Cook get outside. But if he do get outside, that safety is going to have to make that tackle.
Second down and 7 from the 17-yard line. Cook straight ahead, huge opening. And Dalvin Cook goes down at the 9. Jordan Hicks stops him, but I tell you what, this Minnesota offensive line, they are moving people, firing off the football.
They got off to a bad start, an okay start last week. You could tell they talk details. Huge holes opening up today. I think they cleaned this thing up. Look at that hole. I could go down there right now and run through that hole.
I'm sure you could. First down and goal. Alexander Madison replacing Cook. Madison. Running straight ahead. Corey Peters there defensively. And to gain 3.
Big Corey Peters and big Rashad Lawrence hold down the middle of this defense. They'll rotate just about every 2 or 3 plays.
Moving the ball was not Minnesota's problem. Last week, Vikings had 403 yards of total offense. Second and goal at the 7. Cousins in the end zone, touchdown. Guess who? Thielen. And you said it, partner, in the red zone. This young man is money.
Third down in red zone. You better know where Adam Thielen is, because Kirk Cousins definitely is going to know where he is. Man coverage, Adam Thielen great at using his body in man coverage. The defender falls down, easy touchdown for Adam Thielen.
9-play drive, covering 75 yards, and the Vikings score in 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Greg Joseph comes off for the extra point. And it's good. 14-7, Minnesota on the road. Leading with 24 seconds to go. We'd like to welcome the men and women in uniform serving around the world, watching today's broadcast in 167 countries aboard ships at sea on AFN, the American Forces Network. Thank you for all you do. We hope you're enjoying today's telecast.
Time for the highest quality and picked items.
What's the spread on this game, Lee?
-3.5 if I'm not mistaken. Cardinals -3.5 if I'm not mistaken.
So far, great points being scored. Thielen, 3rd touchdown of the year already. The most receiving touchdowns since 2017. Look at Adam Thielen, 35 receiving touchdowns. Some pretty good names on that list. Adams, Hill, Hopkins, to name a few.
Huge red zone targets on that list.
Joseph kicks it off. Rondale Moore will let it go out of the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota getting off to a hot start today. Kirk Cousins, 2 touchdowns on the day. On the first one, the defender falls down. Big play by KJ Osborne. And guess what happened on the second one, Gus? The defender falls down again. Touchdown, Adam Thielen. Man coverage. Early in the season, DBs usually have bad balance. It takes us 3-4 games to get our feet up under us, Gus. But once you get your feet up under, you'll be okay. But try to prevent these early touchdowns early in the season.
First down and 10. Have a 25 for Kyler Murray. Murray delayed handoff, Edmonds. And he'll get to the 30-yard line. Wide receivers have bad balance early in the season. DBs have bad balance early in the season.
Because we only play at this game speed in the game. You can't reciprocate this speed in practice.
They swing it out near side.
Good tackle there by Breland. You can't reciprocate this speed in practice. And the first time you really see this game speed is in the game.
Max Williams with the reception. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Thielen and Cousins connecting. Minnesota up 7. Looks like we may be in store for a high-scoring affair here in Glendale, Arizona.
That's what it looked like, huh, Gus?
Certainly does. 3rd down and 1. James Conner, the pistol back. Murray hands it off. Conner hitting the backfield. I don't know if they got it. Eric Kendricks bringing some heat.
Eric Kendricks knows to run here. They got Big Pierce in the middle. Good push. Nobody blocked Kendricks. Straight down the middle. He was able to stop Conner. Good play on 3rd down to get off the field.
And if you're Mike Zimmer, that has to be a terrific sign for your defense. He's a defensive-minded coach.
They gave up a bunch of rushing yards last week, so good sign for them being able to get off the field on that 3rd down.
D.D. Westbrook back deep, signals for the fair catch, and has it at the 15. He'll stay right here as Kirk Cousins and the Vikings come back on the field.
Cousins off to a good start. 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. The running game is cooking. The Vikings looking good here early.
Kirk Cousins threw a career-high 35 touchdown passes a year ago, but also a career-high tying 13 interceptions to go along with a career-high 8 fumbles. Ball security, an issue a season ago. 1st down at the 16. Cook. Dalvin Cook. And he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Rashad Lawrence
made the tackle, but J.J. Watt made the play in the backfield of the Vikings. That's what they're going to have to do. You can't go left and right against this zone running scheme. Somebody got to go vertical. Somebody got to go get in the backfield and get some good penetration.
J.J. Watt, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year in his first season in Arizona. Now C.J. Ham, Dalvin Cook in the backfield. Cook. Oh my goodness, Cook still running, and boy, he almost popped one loose.
The vision.
15-yard gain. Jalen Thompson with the saving tackle.
The vision of Dalvin Cook. Look at this cut, Gus. You get guys moving, you find a small hole. Dalvin Cook put his foot in the ground and burst through the hole. Another good tackle by Jalen Thompson. If he don't make that tackle, that might be a touchdown. So, touchdown saving tackle by Jalen Thompson.
Tell you what, this offensive line for the Vikings, a lot different than a week ago. 1st down. Madison. And he'll pick up a couple.
Young O-line definitely playing with a chip on their shoulder today. Didn't like their performance last week. They're getting off to a good start, good physical start against a physical D-line for the Cardinals.
Hill, Cleveland, Bradbury, Udo, O'Neal. The big boys. 2nd down and 8.
Super young group, Gus. Babies on that line.
Madison lines up as a receiver out of the backfield, number 25. Cousins drops off. Here's a screen. Conklin. 1st down, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin stopped by Jordan Hicks and Marcus Golden. A 9-yard gain.
Cardinals expected a shot. Played a softer defense. Cornerback Marco Wilson down.
11:54 to go, 2nd quarter. Back after this.
Kyler Murray off to a good start, but Kirk Cousins off to an even better start. DBs falling down. Kirk Cousins doing the easy part, finding receivers wide open.
5 different receivers have touched the ball for Cousins already. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards rushing, 17 receiving. 1st and 10. Vikings with good field position here. From the 42. Cook around the left. Oh, man, is he crunched. Isaiah Simmons.
We had to say that together, Gus. Isaiah Simmons.
Here's Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Gus. Bucks up 7-0. Tom Brady, play action finds, you guessed it, Rob Gronkowski for his 2nd touchdown of the day, 4th of the season. Bucks leading the Falcons 14-0. Gus, 14-0. Gus?
All right, thank you very much. Tom Brady continuing to do it. Won 3 playoff games on the road last year, Akib, and then went home and won the Super Bowl. Unbelievable in his first year.
Only Tommy Brady.
Here's Kirk Cousins. Cousins with some room. Cousins with some speed out of bounds. At the 30. Kirk Cousins picking him up and putting him down.
Now, if Kirk Cousins has to run, Gus, he can get the job done, as you can see there. Not the fastest, not the most shifty guy in the world, but if the lane is that big, he got enough gas to get you 20 yards.
Actually, he got 30 on that one. Kirk Cousins, a willing runner. I don't want to jinx the Vikings, but 0 penalties thus far.
Hey, Smith.
Had 1, but it was offsetting. 1st down. Cook. And Dalvin Cook churning his legs. Down at the 20, but another big hole. A gain of 9 as Byron Murphy makes the stop.
Cook is definitely cooking. Bradbury, Oli Udo opening up a nice hole for him on that right side.
9 carries, 74 yards with 9:50 to go in the 1st half. Alexander Madison checks in for him. On 2nd and 1, they pitch it. Madison, hurdling. Goes over the top of Buda Baker and gains 6.
Play looked like it's designed to go outside. Madison sees a quick lane, puts his foot in the ground, cuts it inside. Good vision by Madison there, picks up 6.
Minnesota is up to 228 yards of total offense in 21 minutes of action. 1st down. Play fake. Cousins looking. Cousins scrambling. Cousins fires. Caught. Touchdown Vikings. Justin Jefferson. And the Minnesota Vikings are popping their collars. In Arizona, Kirk Cousins with the Midas touch, a 14-yard touchdown.
Kirk Cousins doing his best Kyler Murray impersonation, buying extra time, creating that extra second. And it's tough to guard Justin Jefferson for 4 seconds.
Penalty decline, result of the play, touchdown.
And Cousins getting drilled by Jalen Thompson.
Play action there. This offense is predicated on that run game. Dalvin Cook get the cooking. Now Jefferson and Thielen, they run free through your secondary. You got to play man coverage. It's hard to guard those guys in man coverage.
Kirk Cousins with his 3rd touchdown pass in the 1st half to 3 different receivers, extra point, and they miss it. Greg Joseph. But Mike Zimmer's Vikings goes on a 9-play, 84-yard drive. They eat up 5-18. Justin Jefferson with the touchdown. As you take a look at the scoring drive during that 9-play drive, the most important stat, Akib, 8 runs and only 1 pass, which was the touchdown.
Definitely getting that run game off to a good start.
All right, time now for a new segment, folks. We call this Akib Vision. What do you got, partner?
Kyler Murray did a great job putting 7 points on the board, dicing up zone coverage. and using his legs and finding receivers downfield. That's what he does best.
But he's got a deficit right now. Look at the total yards for Minnesota. Rushing yards, 120. Cardinals only 28. And the passing yards, 122 to 65, 20 to 7. Vikings. Cardinals take over at their own 25-yard line. James Conner, the single setback. They give it to him. Pitch it back. Murray looking. Nobody home. Murray. And he throws it out of bounds. Well defended by the Vikings secondary. They didn't bite on it. DJ Wanham with pressure.
Good discipline by that Vikings secondary. They didn't have any run responsibilities. They didn't bite on the run. A lot of contact out here with Hopkins and Patrick Peterson. No call, no flags. Good play by the Vikings secondary.
Patrick Peterson returning to Arizona, where he played 10 years. Said he had an interesting dream. We'll tell you about it in a second. Here's Murray over the middle. Picked up, and look at this. Williams. Max Williams down at the 40. A 34-yard catch and run.
A little home team magic for Kyler Murray and Max Williams. Everybody was pretty much covered. He tried to check it down. Big Dalvin Tomlinson tipped that football. And lo and behold, straight to Max Williams' hands. Good catch and run. Good yak for Max Williams.
Looks like it was tipped twice.
Was it?
Dalvin Tomlinson, as you mentioned, a first down at the 41. Conner. And getting back to Patrick Peterson, he said he had a great dream when we talked to him on Zoom the other day. He said he dreamt that, like Deion Sanders, his idol, he came here to Arizona, had an interception and ran it back for a pick six. He woke up and he felt good. Same thing Deion Sanders did.
Definitely what Deion Sanders did. Deion Sanders went back to Atlanta and had one of the greatest interception returns that I ever seen, Gus. Patrick Peterson, solid. He's solid. He's trying to bring it to life today.
Second down and 4 at the 35. And this time it's Williams. As a matter of fact, let's take a look back. Here's that play we were talking about. Atlanta versus San Francisco.
Keep your feet in, Prime. Once you know it's a touchdown, you got to talk to your former sideline. Let them know, Prime. Then do that dance. That's my favorite dance ever.
No doubt about it. Great to see what Coach Prime is doing at Jackson State. Although I'm hearing his name being possibly mentioned for the head coaching job at USC. Conner. 2-yard gain.
The Cardinals trying to be consistent with this run game. Just keep the Vikings defense honest. Don't let them get in too high and keep those safeties back to double Hopkins, to double AJ. Make them bring them safeties in the box. The only way to do that is to be consistent with that run game.
Michael Pierce with the tackle. Second and 8 at the 24, empty backfield for Kyler Murray.
Empty formation. Kyler loves to run in these situations.
And Kyler Murray won't run this time. Kyler Murray going down. Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter missed all last year with a neck injury, but he is back. Coach Zimmer, I didn't say it, Coach Zimmer said it, said he might be the best pass rusher in the NFL.
Youngest player.
Great move, great strength. Almost got the ball out right there.
Hunter, the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 career sacks when he did it against the Lions in December of 2019 at 25. Third and 16 at the 32. Murray over the middle. Woo, he put that one in a shoebox. Christian Kirk in heavy traffic and it's a 19-yard gain.
That football looked like it was shot out of a 9mm, Gus. A lot of juice on it. Christian Kirk with a hell of a catch. Great concentration. Big third down conversion for Kyler Murray.
That'll make it first down and 10 of the 13. Kirk, great game last week, 2 touchdowns. Edmonds, Connor.
Wildcat.
And this will be Edmonds. Edmonds down at the 5. Eric Kendricks loses his helmet. It's an 8-yard gain.
Good play design by Cliff Kingsbury. Put all the attention on the right side of the formation. Snap it straight to the running back and let him run to the left.
Cardinals have gone 5-10-1 and 8-8 in the first 2 seasons under Coach K. 2nd and 2 at the Minnesota 5 for Arizona. Here's Moore to the corner. Flag on the play.
Another great play design. Probably going to get called back for a holding. But you get the ball in Rondale Moore hands, he's going to get in the end zone. He's super explosive, fast, strong guy. It's almost impossible to stop him from getting 3 yards.
Rondale Moore with a solid pro debut against Tennessee. 5 catches, 68 yards.
I think they're going to get backed up here, Gus. I think they're going to get A.J. Green for holding.
The ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense. Holding by the offense. That's declined.
Wow.
Result of the play, first down, Minnesota.
I didn't see a fumble, Gus. Did you see the fumble?
Actually, I didn't see it either. But Minnesota, the Vikings defense saw it. They created it. Let's take a look.
Great hustle.
The ball's out of his hands.
I think it was Xavier Woods who poked it out.
7, and they reviewed this play. Mike Herrera, our rules analyst, joins us. Mikey Rulebooks sorted all out for us.
Gus, it's just like catching a pass. You got to get control. You got to get both feet down on the field of play. And in this case, the right foot was up just when he got control. Left foot was inbounds, but he didn't drag the toe, so therefore it's not a recovery, and the ball goes back to Arizona. And by the way, the holding call that was initially declined, then it is still enforced. That 10-yard penalty is then now enforced.
Good hustle play by Rashad Breeland there. Nick Vigil got to get a little toe drag swag, Gus. Got to get that other foot down. Huge break for the Cardinals.
And thank you very much, Mike.
Hold on to that football,
got a nice
bro.
breather. Got your wing back.
Well, that'll make it 2nd down and 9 as they back it up to the 12-yard line. Cardinals do catch a break down on their home field. Kyler Murray back on.
Right before the half. This is a huge red zone trip for the Cardinals. You want to go in down 1 score if you're down at all. Don't want to go in down 2 scores.
3:33 and counting. 2nd and 9 from the 12. Murray, quarterback draw. Murray, can he get there? Touchdown, Cardinals. A 12-yard run.
Whenever you see the Cardinals in the empty formation, you better be aware of Kyler Murray. It's a lot of quarterback design runs out of empty for the Cardinals. You forget about him, next thing you know, you have 6 points against you. Touchdown, Kyler Murray. With the Baby Yoda, the Baby Yoda celebration.
Kyler Murray makes it a 20-13 game. Matt Prater for the extra point. And it's good. 20-14. 10-play, 75-yard drive. We'll be right back after this. Touchdown in each game this season. This time a 12-yard run to make it a 20-14 game. A scoring drive, 11 plays, 75 yards, 541.
QB draw. Big Rodney Hudson out in front of you. Easy touchdown for Kyler Murray. I don't know how the Vikings defense forget about Kyler Murray's legs in that red zone. He always runs in the red zone. Can't forget about him in that red zone.
Amir Smith-Marset is the deep man for Matt Prater. And Prater booms another one for a touchback. Kirk Cousins back on the pitch.
2-minute drill here for Kirk. He put on a nice little 2-minute drill last week. Got him in field goal range. Dalvin Cook fumbled, turned the ball over. But all in all, the drive that Kirk Cousins put together was beautiful.
First down from the 25. Thielen in motion. Cousins, short roll, looks backside, fires, Thielen. Tries to come across the field, but gets dropped at the 21-yard line. Buda Baker. That's a loss of 3. You see how he popped up there, Keith?
Gotta pop up. Get your camera time. You can't miss that camera time, Gus. Good job staying home by Buda Baker and the rest of that Cardinals defense, being disciplined on that screen.
Fans starting to rev up here in Arizona. Second down and 13 at the 22. But Dalvin Cook has been brilliant in the first half. And so is their offensive line. Cook once again. Dalvin Cook up to the 35. A 12-yard gain. Jalen Thompson with the hit.
Another good run by Dalvin Cook. Look at those old linemen creating huge holes for him. His vision is amazing. It seems like he's not getting touched until he's 7 or 8 yards downfield.
Approaching the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll step away. Minnesota, when we come back, facing a third down. Kicks as they take over with 2 minutes to go. Ball at the 34-yard line. 3rd and 1. Cook, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, goes backwards, I don't know.
Big Rashard Lawrence right in the middle of that defense.
Jordan Hicks says he has the ball.
Big Rashard Lawrence was able to beat his guy, make a huge stop. Dalvin Cook is down.
Actually, it was Corey Peters gobbling him up. And Cook is down. Take his helmet away from him. He's in the tent right now. Cook suffered a grade 2 groin injury in week 5 last season and missed 1 game. And this is what happened. He ran into Corey Peters. Cook is 210 pounds, 5'10". Corey Peters is 6'3", 335. He ran into a brick wall, so Minnesota to punt it away. Mondale Moore, the deep man, over to the sideline, and he'll signal for the fair catch and let it bounce out of bounds. Now let's check in with Kurt Menefee to see what's coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report.
Coming up on the Verizon Halftime, we'll do our version of the Wild Wild West with the Cowboys heading out here to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Meanwhile, Seattle hosts in front of the 12th man for the first time this year, taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime. I better get back inside.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals down 20-14.
Way to stand up by that Cardinals defense, get a 3 and out, get Kyler the football back so he could put on a 2-minute drill of his own.
Cardinals with 2 timeouts left as they start at their own 23. Murray reverses. Murray looks long. He's got a receiver. Moore with a blocker. Rondale Moore, the rookie, touchdown Arizona. Wow! 77 big ones.
Who needs 2 minutes, Gus? Who needs 2 minutes?
This kid here, he's a natural.
Super explosive offense.
Watch how he bought time.
Doing what he does best, creating that extra second. Vikings getting lost in coverage. Can't leave Rondale Moore deep like that.
One play, 77 yards, and with 1:33 remaining, Arizona's got the lead. Rondale Moore wide open. Kyler Murray put the biscuits in the basket. 21-20, 77-yard touchdown reception. 10 total possessions in this game, folks. 6 touchdowns and 4 3-and-outs. It's all or nothing. Dalvin Cook out of the tent with his helmet, hopefully ready to come back into the game. 1:33 to go. And let's go back to Akeem Vision.
So the Vikings is playing 3 deep here, which means both corners should be deep and also this safety should be deep. I wish I had my pen and pad so I could draw and show you, but Patrick Peterson has to stay deep. He can't man-turn to Hopkins. He has to guard his third of the field. He man-turns and he's at 14 yards with Hopkins. Rondale White is behind him. Big mistake for Patrick Peterson. Big play for Rondale Moore.
And that was the first career touchdown for Rondale Moore. Cousins, sideline. And this time KJ Osborne, who had a big catch in the first quarter for a touchdown. Gains 4 yards.
High scoring affair here in Arizona, Gus.
Vikings with 2 timeouts left. Dalvin Cook back in the game. Cousins winds up, puts it on the money. Thielen. Let's go to Carissa Thompson in Los Angeles.
Thanks, Gus. The Australian 6-3 against the Titans. Russell Wilson gonna go up top and connects with Tyler Lockett for this 63-yard touchdown. Lockett with 100 yards and a touchdown for the 2nd straight game, and they're about to score again, but right now 10-6. Gus, 6. Gus?
All right, thank you very much. 21-20, our score here is Arizona down, but Kyler Murray has thrown it into high gear. And a timeout has been called by the Vikings, their 2nd. What makes this kid so special to you at 5 feet, 10 inches?
I think the thing that Kyler Murray does best is he creates extra time. He uses his legs, he creates extra time. He keeps his eyes downfield while he creates the extra time. And he always seems to find somebody downfield.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Kurt, Terry, and Howie will recap the first half here. They'll also talk about Tom Brady and Gronk. They still have it going. And some key injuries around the NFL. Week 2.
Kirk Cousins loved to work the middle of the field. With only one timeout left, look for him to work the sidelines here.
First down at the 44. Cousins, sideline as you mentioned. And this time it's Conklin who get out of bounds, stopping the clock at a minute. Gain of 6 in front of Jalen Thompson.
Forced out by Jalen Thompson.
DBs has to be smart here. Offenses usually like to have their built-in deep double moves from the 50 shot area here, Gus.
Hey, Leo!
2nd and 4 at midfield. Cousins gives it to Cook with a hole. Dalvin Cook runs to one of his teammates, goes down. He ran into KJ Osborne and Jalen Thompson pulls him down, picks up 10. Clock still moving.
About 5 more yards to field goal range.
Cook again. And Cook chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by Isaiah Simmons. And Minnesota will use their final timeout of the first half. So Greg Joseph, who missed that extra point, and that's why the score is 21-20. Will that come back to really haunt this Minnesota team is the question.
Look for Kirk Cousins to get a little bit closer to make this field goal a little bit easier for Greg Joseph. You can look for him to work the entire field. If they can get up to the ball and spike it, they're already in field goal range, so they can get up to the ball at 2nd down.
Remember, Joseph nailed a game-tying field goal in regulation against the Bengals last week. Vikings lost the game.
Kirk can use the entire field on this play. 2nd down, they can get up to the ball and spike it on 3rd down. So just whatever play gets you closer.
Here's Cousins on 2nd and 10. Cousins underneath, incomplete. His receiver, Tyler Conklin, was not expecting the ball. He didn't turn his head. Clock stops at 31 seconds.
Now it gets tricky, Gus. Unless you get a first down, you can't really spike the ball. Probably going to try to work the sidelines on a quick pass right here.
3rd and 10 at the 40. Cousins near side, caught. And out of bounds goes KJ Osborne.
I think that might have put him in a easier field goal situation.
So 4th and 4, here comes Greg Joseph. He kicked a career-long 53-yarder against the Bengals last week to, as we mentioned, send that game into overtime. It was his first field goal attempt since 2018 when he was with the Browns from 52 yards out. Got it away. And good. 52-yard field goal for Greg Joseph. And the Vikings take a 23-21 lead with 21 seconds remaining in the first half.
Good snap, good hold. Money ball by Greg Joseph. Another good 2-minute drive for Kirk Cousins.
Jordan Berry, his holder. Coach Zimmer, he'll take it. His team's playing much better. You know what happened back on October 31st, 2010 here in Arizona? On that Halloween day, Tampa Bay Buccaneers Aqib Talib had 2 interceptions, including his first ever interception for a touchdown as the Bucs beat the Cardinals 38-35.
Hey, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Do you really?
Got a little competition with Larry, the legend. 2 interceptions in 1 game. My first touchdown.
Cardinals return it up to the 34. Aqib Talib, 10 career touchdown. Interceptions, rather, return for touchdowns. Would you get 35 in your career?
35, I believe.
This kid got his first receiving touchdown of his career. Rondell Moore. 23-21. Cardinals scored in 13 seconds on their last drive. Let's see if they go for it here.
The Vikings not in any kind of prevent defense. Look like they playing it honest here.
Cardinals with 2 timeouts left. And they swing it out to Moore. Moore tries to get out of bounds and does with 10 seconds remaining. 4-yard gain. Breeland gets up slowly. Rashad Breeland, 8th year, out of Clemson.
Look like he's grabbing at that low back, Gus.
And when we were riding over today to the game, you talked about how when you played, you suffered with some lower back injuries.
Yeah, a lot of twerk, a lot of torque from corners, man. You stop, you start, you run, you jump. That low back, it can get tricky with a lot of athletes, but DBs especially.
Kind of broke down and fell awkwardly.
Like he bent his back awkward, and those muscles, you got 1,000 little muscles in that back, Gus, and they got to protect that spine. They'll lock up. Those muscles will lock up once that spine bends in a funny way.
Second down and 6 at the 38. Murray drops it off near side. Moore puts his foot in the ground. Nice stick. Look at the running. Woo! With 1 second remaining on the clock.
And you know, like I know, Gus, you are in range for Prater.
Matt Prater, 37 years old, in his 15th season. 2-time Pro Bowl selection. Joined Arizona after the last 7 seasons in Detroit. He's in to attempt a 62-yarder. Clean snap, good hold. Boom! 62 yards!
If you know like I know, Gus, you are in range for Prater.
62 yards.
Wow! That's 24-23.
What a first half of football, Gus. Welcome back to the NFL, baby.
I feel like I'm in a college game today.
Welcome back, Gus.
And what a first half. Coach K. Yes, sir. And that's the end of the first half. Cardinals and Vikings putting on a show. Stay tuned for the Verizon halftime report with Kurt, Terry, and Howie right after this. 4-23 as we start the second half here in Arizona. Gus Johnson along with Aqib Talib. What a first half. Your thoughts on all the fireworks out there?
A lot of fireworks from the offense. Not a lot of defense like I would like to see. They're just trying to welcome you back to the NFL.
Get out of here.
They want to give you a college-style game.
Boy, that's what it certainly looked like. We had, after the 2-minute warning, 3 scores with 1:33 remaining. Rondell Moore scored on a 77-yard touchdown for Arizona. Then with 21 seconds remaining, Joseph kicked a 52-yard field goal, and then with no time left, Prater hit a 62-yarder. We start the second half. Arizona with the football. And they'll run it from inside their own 5 with Moore. Hits the sideline and goes out of bounds at the 25. All right, let's go downstairs to the Big O, Megan O'Leary.
Thank you so much, Gus. Well, I just spoke with Mike Zimmer, the head coach of the Vikings, and he told me, listen, I'm not upset about anything in particular. He was actually pretty happy with the offense, but he said, we let the quarterback get out of pocket too many times. He made some plays and we made some plays, but we've got to do better than that. But his message going into the locker room had some colorful language, but it was, you better keep fighting. But Coach Cliff Kingsbury also told me he was happy with his offense, but he expects more from his defense. Told me we've got to slow down this run game. He also said, we knew the Vikings were going to come with everything they had today, and we got exactly that. Guys?
All right, thank you very much. First down and 10 at the 24 for Arizona. Edmonds running it on first down, and he's bottled up, changes directions, and makes a negative a positive. He's gained 7 yards. Blake Lynch chopped him down. Let's take a look at the first half statistics.
The Vikings playing good offensive football, 6 drives, 15 first downs, 3 touchdowns. Cardinals doing the same amount of drives, a couple less first downs, 3 touchdowns. Kyler Murray and his offense trying to build off of that.
Time of possession, almost even. Second down, and they call it 2. Murray. And picked off! Vigil down the sideline, still on the move, touchdown Vikings! Woo! 37 yards! There's your defense, Akeem.
There we go. Nick Vigil dropping in the zone, quarters coverage. Easy interception. I don't know what Kyler Murray didn't see him. Nick Vigil, great job finishing the play. Touchdown, Vikings.
Vigil had that fumble recovery overturned, but he gets the pick 6, and the Vikings come out in the third quarter, and they make it a 30-24 game. Officially a 38-yard interception. Touchdown. Toss State with a 38-yard interception return for a touchdown. And the Vikings continue to fight on the road. Moore, deep, lets it go over his head for a touchback. What did Kyler Murray see on this play?
Well, Kyler Murray read man coverage. If you see Nick Vigil right here, Kyler Murray is reading. Harrison Smith has Rondale Moore man coverage. Kyler Murray reads the man coverage. The 2 linebackers underneath are floating. Nick Vigil makes a great play. He only moves 2 yards to get his interception. Great stiff arm, way to break a tackle, get into the end zone.
What do you mean the linebackers were floating? What does that mean?
Well, the linebackers, they kind of had the running back man. If he goes to the left linebacker has him. The other linebacker is floating. The running back went straight to the middle of the field, so both of the linebackers are kind of still playing their zone. Great heads-up play by Nick Vigil, keeping his eyes on that quarterback. 4th
lead change in the last 2.5 minutes after Minnesota went up by as much as 20-7 early in the second quarter. And Vigil starting in place of Anthony Barr. Boyd being taken off the field.
Boyd is their 4th corner. Breland went down temporarily last week, and Boyd came in. Breland going down with that low back, and Boyd going down. These guys are running short on corners.
Boyd, 3rd year out of Texas. So Kyler Murray makes his first mistake of this game. He's been excellent thus far, threw an interception last week as well against Tennessee. 15 of 18, 229, 2 TDs and a pick. He's also rushed for a touchdown. That was Vigil's 3rd career interception. first career touchdown. First down. Connor. And Connor with a nice run. Harrison Smith with the tackle.
Line doing a great job over here with a nice kick out block. Connor finding the seam, finishing his runs. That's what I like about Connor. He really finishes his runs. Big guy. He runs behind his pass.
James Connor, 26 years old. His 5th season out of Pitt, weighs 233. Signed by the Cardinals in April as an unrestricted free agent following 4 seasons with the Steelers. 2nd down and 1. Again, first down. Connor reunites with running backs coach James Saxon, who was his position coach in Pittsburgh in 2017 and 18.
It was a one point in time where James Conner was one of the premier backs in our league. So to have him as your number 2 back, still fresh legs, that's definitely a plus for
went to the Pro Bowl.
Cardinals offense.
Went to the Pro Bowl in 2018. Had 12 touchdowns that year. Murray. Near side, Moore. Moore breaking tackles and finally taken down by Blake Lynch after a 6-yard gain.
It's something about the Cardinals and 2nd-round picks, huh, Gus?
How about that? Rondale Moore also 2nd rounder.
He's going to be a huge part of this offense. He's just getting started.
Seems like he's got a lot of wiggle.
A lot of explosion, a lot of speed.
2nd and 4. Connor. Plowing his way forward, close to the first down. Daniil Hunter defensively for the Vikings.
Cardinals O-line coming out getting a good push in this 2nd half. They got that Vikings D-line going backwards right now. Big Pierce down there trying to rally the guys.
First down. Kyler Murray. Near side. Ooh, nice turn and run for Edmonds. The Fordham Flash. Picks up 14. Nick Vigil hauls him down.
Good run after the catch for Edmonds. He knows Vigil is right on his back hip. Slam on the brakes, spin out of the tackle. Picks up an extra 7 to 8 yards.
2nd catch for Edmonds. First down at the Minnesota 40. Edmonds again straight ahead this time, and he'll get inside the 35. Now let's go to Los Angeles and Kurt Menefee.
96 seconds into the 2nd half, Tom Brady does it again. That's Mike Evans' 1-yard touchdown, his 2nd of the game, Tom Brady's 4th touchdown pass, and we're just minutes into the 3rd quarter. 28-10, they lead the Falcons. Gus and Akeem, I feel bad interrupting you. You're so much fun to listen to.
Thank you very much. You played with Tom Brady. What made him so special?
He's like a coach, Gus. He's like really a coach on the field. Never unprepared.
Here's Murray. Looking! Caught inside the 10! Max Williams. And Kyler Murray carving him up now. 25-yard gain.
Max Williams getting free up the seam. Zone coverage. Against cover 3, 1 high safety, 2 high corners. You can really work the seams against that. And that's what Kyler Murray did right there. Good catch. Way to hang on to the football by Max Williams.
Williams, no catches last week. 5 on 5 targets today. He just gained 25. And here's the strike to the far side. A.J. Green dives. A.J. Green. His first catch of the day.
Now Kyler Murray see a soft corner, a lot of cushion. Just throw the ball out there. It's like a run play. You let the big body A.J. Green break the tackle. Next thing you know, you have a touchdown.
Eight plays covering 75 yards for the Cardinals. Prater for the extra point. And good.
The extra point is good.
Fifth lead change in the last 4.5 minutes, folks. A.J. Green. 30 A.J. Green with the 6-yard touchdown. He spent 10 seasons with the Bengals before signing a 1-year deal with Arizona this March. First wide receiver in NFL history to begin his career with at least 7 consecutive Pro Bowl selections. Also a 2-time All-Pro, 6 1,000-yard seasons. What a player. And they'll run it back, Smith Marset at the sideline and goes down as he crosses the 15. The Fox Super 6 app is giving you a chance to win $25,000 of Terry's money. Enter for free anytime before the start of the Texas Panthers game this Thursday and correctly answer all 6 questions. Your chance at $25,000. Scan the QR code now, download the app, and play for free. So how about this? Minnesota finally touches it for the first time in the second half. Remember, this is a team that had 10 penalties in the first half last week. Today, 0. Zip, nada. They're playing clean. Cook. Dalvin Cook. Boy, what a day he's having. Buda Baker with the tackle. That's a gain of 13 yards.
Coach Zimmer and Coach Kubiak talked about the Vikings just being more detailed. They said the communication was off last week and the concentration was off last week. It seemed like they got both of those things cleaned up. No penalties. The communication is good. Dalvin is cooking.
Look at the numbers. 14 carries, 109 yards, averaging close to 8 yards per carry. Cousins. That one deflected at the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
Lucky that one was deflected. Adam Thielen was running free. That would have been another first down catch.
Only his 3rd incompletion of the day.
Zaven Collins got his hands up. Saved the day in that situation.
Collins, rookie, first-round pick out of Tulsa. They pitch it to Cook. He's got a blocker. And what a nice open field tackle by Buda Baker.
Buda Baker, great closing speed, short space quickness is out of this world. He sees the play, diagnosed the play, shoots the gap. Was able to get his face on Dalvin Cook. Textbook tackle.
Makes it 3rd down and 8 at the 33.
3rd down, Kirk Cousins loves to go to Thielen. Expect Thielen to break out on the option route versus man coverage.
Cousins, a flag on the play. Looks like some movement on the right side of the Vikings offensive line.
Ball start. Offense number 75.
Did we jinx him, Gus?
Penalty. Good 3rd down.
Did we jinx him, Gus?
I think we did. First penalty of the game for Minnesota. It's Brian O'Neill, the right tackle. 4-year man out of Pitt.
Sorry about that, Coach Zimmer.
Zimmer just got a big deal. Excuse me, O'Neill just got a big deal. 3rd down and 13 at the 28. Empty backfield for Cousins. And they look wide side. Jefferson falls forward. I don't think he has enough for the first down. It's a 12-yard gain on 3rd and 13.
Third and long situations, you throw screens, you try to break a tackle, make the defense mess up. You don't want to be too aggressive, turn the ball over, try to throw a screen, see if you can break a tackle and pick up a first down. The Vikings got close, but they wasn't able to pick up that first down. Good hustle by that Cardinals defense.
Third punt of the day for Jordan Berry. Standing at the 25, Rondale Moore hovering around his own 20. Moore backs up. Good room from the 10. And goes out at the 20. A 50-yard punt and a 9-yard return. And owner Michael Bidwell and Steve Keim has been here since 2013. He's done a nice job assembling some really talented players on this Cardinals team to surround Kyler Murray. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Chase Edmonds in the backfield with Murray. Here's Kyler Murray. Looking, Murray. And he has his man, Christian Kirk, close to the 30-yard line. That's a first down. Harrison Smith, Nick Vigil combining on the tackle.
Zone coverage by the Vikings. A little hurry-up offense by the Cardinals here.
Last week, Christian Kirk, 5 catches, 70 yards, and 2 TDs.
Black 80s! Black 80s! Hut! 180s! Hut!
And they give it to Edmonds. But a big day, Akeem, for Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray doing it all today, finding receivers downfield, extending plays with his legs, doing what he does best, scoring touchdowns on the ground. Another big day for Kyler Murray. His name is guaranteed in that early MVP race.
Got 2-2 on the ball. Got 2-2 on the ball out here.
Murray, 20 of 23, 293, 3 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and 1 interception. 2nd and 7. Murray floats one up. Caught. A.J. Green. 1 touch by Kyler Murray. 29 yards.
One-on-one matchup here. Man coverage. Breland struggled last week in man coverage. Didn't even get a hand on A.J. Green. Still struggling this week. Touchdown last week. Big play here. Touchdown today. A.J. Green with a great speedy release off that line. And the money ball by Kyler Murray.
Now Murray, 322 yards passing. The handoff, Edmonds spinning, hit in the backfield, falls forward. Dalvin Tomlinson, first man to him. 1-yard gain.
Eric Kendricks in the backfield again. D-line, they're not playing bad against the run. I think it's Kyler Murray's yards is what's really killing them.
Second and 9. Rondale Moore in motion. They fake it to him. Murray sets up deep in the pocket, fires down the field. Intercepted again. Xavier Woods. Woods up the sideline, out of bounds. Minnesota.
So they had a play action on right here. 2 crossing routes. Kyler Murray got hit as he threw it a little bit late with the football. Xavier Woods, great job.
Incomplete. Intended for Jefferson. 2 turnovers today, both by the Cardinals, both on Murray interceptions. And you can see Murray talking to the officials just now, saying that he can't hit me in the face when I'm throwing the ball. Looks like he may have been hit in the face by Stephen Weatherly.
Definitely got hit in the face, and I think it definitely affected his throw.
Second down and 10. Dalvin Cook, the lone setback. Cook. And Cook hit as he gets going by J.J. Watt. Here's the play that Murray was referring to.
Now, Kyler Murray was late with the football, but that little hit to the face, I think, took a little off of his throw. If he don't get hit in the face, that might be a money ball. Refs definitely missed that one, Gus.
Third down and 7. Vikings 0 for 4 on third downs today, but they have 322 yards and 30 points. Cousins under intense pressure. Jefferson, the target, and Minnesota will have to punt it away. How about this young man? 5 sacks last week for Chandler Jones. No tackles today at all.
He's got close a few times. He was close on that last one. Cardinals blitzing and playing tight coverage outside. Good job getting off the field on third down for that Cardinals defense.
Jordan Berry will punt from the 20. Rondale Moore at his own 20.
He's been close. Rondale Moore's been close, Gus.
And a flag. This will go against Arizona. Moore straight ahead. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. A 46-yard punt and a 10-yard return.
Personal foul.
15.
Roughing the kicker. Defense number 51. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And Tanner Vallejo called for the penalty.
Huge penalty by the Cardinals. He hits the plant leg, which is always going to give you 15. Now you got a tired Cardinals defense back on the field, right in the shot area. I won't be surprised if Kirk Cousins came out and took a shot, Gus.
That is the first 15-yard penalty today on either team.
Red Sea, let's get you back in it.
So Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. They give it to him. And Cook cannot squeeze through the hole. Dogby with the tackle. Let's go to Kurt in L.A.
All right, the Falcons trying to do the comeback thing against Brady and the Bucs. Calvin Ridley with a touchdown reception from Matt Ryan. And Atlanta has the ball inside the 20, trying to make it a one-score game. Gus and the team.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. Second down and 10 at the 49. Cousins out of the shotgun. Cousins drops it off and incomplete. Dalvin Cook. Goodness, he got crunched by Chandler Jones.
That play didn't look good from the start, Gus. You had guys running free from the right. Chandler Jones playing the screen. Great execution by that Cardinals defense. They had the perfect play design on. Chandler Jones didn't even blitz. He was dropping into coverage on that play. They threw the ball right into his coverage area. Big time hit by Chandler Jones. With no sacks, he's still making his presence felt today.
Listen up.
Big time hit by Chandler Jones. A lot of pads popping, Gus.
Third down and 10 at the 49.
First charge timeout.
And a timeout. Looks like called by Arizona. Fox tomorrow, it's the wild return of the most epic show on television. When the power goes out, chaos sets. Don't miss the season premiere of 911, The Blackout, tomorrow on Fox, starring the beautiful and talented Angela Bassett. Oh, by the way, folks, Patrick Peterson has a message that he wants to send out to the world and he was hoping that we'd help him. He said if somehow Beyonce could say hello to his wife, he'd be voted in his household the greatest husband of all time. So
happy birthday.
If the Killer Bees are out there, holler at him. Third down and 10 at the 49. Can the Cardinals get off the field? Cousins underneath. First down, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. 14-yard gain.
Justin Jefferson to the top of your screen. He was able to get inside of Alford. Good quick decision by Kirk Cousins. You got to stay inside right there. That was way too easy to be a third down in the end of the third quarter.
Jefferson, 4 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Cook now goes outside. Great pursuit. And Cook fighting his way forward. And he'll lose 2 yards on the play.
The Cardinals has been a lot better than they was in the first half against this run coming out. We talked about that at the beginning of the game. You can't let Dalvin cook. So far, he's been cooking. That's why they got 30 points. But with the game tied up, it's like a whole new ball game right here. Fourth quarter coming up. Fourth quarter is going to be his own game for these guys.
Second down and 12 at the 40. Cook. And Cook will get to the Cardinals 33. Byron Murphy with the stop after an 8-yard gain.
Chandler Jones had a shot at him in the backfield. Run away. Got cut back, bootleg, reverse. The running back cut back there, but he was able to make Chandler Jones miss.
And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Vikings, Cardinals. Start the fourth quarter. Both these teams played even football in the third. We start the fourth. Third down and 5.
Kurt.
Here's Cousins. Under pressure. Almost lost it. Great pressure. Golden getting into the backfield. Jones
almost lost that football
as well.
Kurt tried to step up. He was checking those crossing routes. Golden got his hand on that football. Super close to being a turnover. In field goal range, you don't want to lose that.
So that brings on Greg Joseph in to attempt a 52-yarder. And it's good. And Minnesota takes the lead. (33-31) as we start the fourth quarter. Gus Johnson along with Aqib Talib. You played in this league for 12 years. You've probably been part of a lot of games like this, but what are you expecting to see here in this fourth quarter?
I've never been a part of a game. I'm playing, Gus. But how this game is going, Gus, I expect to see about 2 more touchdowns from each team in the fourth. It's been a shootout. Might finish as a shootout.
From an execution standpoint for both teams, especially on offense, what do you expect to see?
I expect to see a lot of the same. Guys, you know, running their offense, Kyler Murray using his legs, Kirk Cousins making quick decisions, getting the football downfield, putting points on the board.
All right, so the Vikings take the fourth quarter lead, 33-31. Kirk Cousins has been excellent today. Kyler Murray has thrown 2 interceptions. As you take a look at the scoring drive. And this one kicked out of the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles.
Falcons keep the pressure on. Look at this catch by Cordero Patterson. One-handed, takes it in for 7 yards, and then Matt Ryan, not necessarily known for his wheels, gets the two-point conversion. Atlanta pulls it within 3, 28-25, as they start the fourth quarter in Tampa.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. Matt Ryan and the Falcons fighting their way back. 33-31, our score. Let's see how Murray and the Cardinals respond. The handoff. Connor with a blocker. And he'll power his way across the 30. Harrison Smith with the stop. And it's a 6-yard gain.
Cardinals able to win that edge. Stephen Weatherly up top. Wasn't able to set a strong edge. 6-yard gain on that play.
Minnesota has scored 10 points off 2 Arizona turnovers. 6 lead changes in this game. 2nd and 4, Murray. Near side, Moore. And a first down.
First down on the play, but good open field tackle. That's a tough tackle right there in the open field. Fast, compact, explosive guy. He can make you miss easy.
7th catch for Rondale Moore. 7-yard gain. 1st and 10. High snap, handle, play action. Murray checks it down to Williams. 2-yard pickup, Sheldon Richardson. Defensively.
Had man coverage on that play. D-Hop and Pat Peterson going at it all day. Physical. Physical. They've been like that all day.
Hopkins 4 catches, 54 yards. Peterson doing a nice job on him. He's been stuck on 4 catches since the first quarter.
Patrick Peterson doing a good job on Hopkins.
Murray. Scrambling. Murray. And goes out of bounds. 6-yard pickup. You guarded Patrick Peterson. You guarded A.J. Green. What was that like?
Tough matchup. 2 big physical guys who can high point the football and keep you off balance because they got good wiggle at the line, great releases. 2 of my tougher matchups in my career, Gus. Big 3rd down here for Kyler Murray. When they get guys bunched up to the line, tight to the line like this, they run a lot of crossing routes. And they always got something built deep off of these crossing routes.
3rd and 2 at the 45. Here's Murray. Murray goes down! Danielle Hunter says, come here, little fella. Tired of you running around out there.
Kyler Murray had guys open downfield, but Danielle Hunter got to him so fast, he couldn't go to the guy that he wanted to go to. Tough rush, fighting off Murray, backup right tackle.
And that's the 2nd sack of the day for Hunter. Arizona will punt. Andy Lee at the 20. D.D. Westbrook. Deep. Westbrook backs it up. Westbrook catches it at the 5. Dangerous. Westbrook. Oh my goodness, sack. He's down at the 1. Akeem, should he have let that go over his head?
Gotta let it go over your head, Gus. Not the way you want to start your first drive of the 4th quarter.
A 59-yard punt. A loss of 7. Darrell Daniels with the big play on special teams. 3 to go in the 4th. As you take a look at the yardage numbers, Minnesota backed up. first down intended their own 2. Here come the fans. Let's see if Chandler Jones tries to get home. And a whistle.
False start. Offense number 82. Half the distance to the goal. For the first down.
That's Ben Ellison.
Trying to get that jump off the football. Can't get beat off the ball down here. Any negative plays is going to result in points for Arizona. A false start don't really hurt you, so go early. Get that jump on them so you can get that push and get out of your own end zone. Corners got to stay woke in these situations.
First down. Cousins to throw. Near side and caught. They'll get some breathing room now. Justin Jefferson with the grab. And he'll gain 6 yards.
Kirk Cousins knew he had man coverage. He gave Jefferson a little money sign. Gave himself a little breathing room here on second down.
Second and 4 from the 8. Cook. He'll gain a yard, J.J. Watt.
Now this second half Cardinals defense look a lot like they looked last week versus the Tennessee Titans. Dalvin Cook not quite got going this second half. Big third down, 3rd and short.
And Cook is hurt. Cook's taken a pounding today. As you take a look, only 24 yards in the second half after 96 in the first.
J.J. Watt. Big Rashard Lawrence, Corey Peters. Big Zach Allen.
O'Neal and Watt kind of jawing at each other right now.
Those guys playing good this second half. Contained in the run. Looked like he got his right ankle bent back a little bit. You can bend that ankle 2 ways, Gus.
Looks like it was his left for some reason. I'm not sure. And you said you could bend the ankle 2 ways?
Yeah, you bend it like a basketball player. That's a regular roll. If you roll it the other way, that's when them high ankle sprains, that's when those come into play. And I thought he got his right foot caught up under and bent the back way. But it looked like he's limping on that left one. I dealt with that high ankle sprain, so I definitely know how they look, Gus.
Watch it again, Lead. Watch his left ankle at the end. Right there. 3rd down and 3 at the 9.
You see man coverage. Look for him to go to Thielen here in the option route.
He's in the slot. Cousins looks that way, fires. Incomplete. That one overthrown, intended for Justin Jefferson. Jordan Hicks with pressure on the quarterback. Murphy in coverage. So now Arizona has to punt the ball deep in their own territory.
Good coverage by Murphy. Even better coverage by Alford in the slot on Thielen. Staying with his leverage, using his inside help, taking Thielen away on that play.
Rondale Moore. He is slippery. The deep man. Barry. Out of his own end zone.
Rondale Moore's been close, Gus.
Here he goes from the 31. Oh, great special teams tackle by Minnesota. They jumped on him, and they jumped on him early. Chris Boyd.
Special teams getting involved in the games. Great tackle.
How about
First
Jordan
man
Berry?
down.
A 60-yard punt for Jordan Berry. And Chris Boyd with the special teams work. So Arizona will start at their own 36. 8:51 to go. Murray flips it. Incomplete. Looks like a busted play there.
Definitely was some confusion in that backfield. Supposed to be a run play. He threw it. You're probably going to get a legal man downfield here. Got all the linemen thinking run. Kyler Murray just trying to save it down without losing any yards. But you're not thinking about what those linemen are doing at the time, so could get a legal man downfield here.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's the right guard, Josh Jones. Meanwhile, let's go to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles.
And we go back to Tampa, where Tom Brady and the Bucs have extended the lead. Hooking up with Chris Godwin. That's Brady's 5th touchdown of the game. 35-25, they're up 10 with just under 10 left to go in regulation. Gus, Sakib, and Megan.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. 1st and 15.
Another empty formation. 4 strong.
Murray, sideline. And a nice grab, A.J. Green.
They put all
hands there.
They put all of their receivers on one side of the field, left A.J. backside by himself. Man coverage, A.J. was able to win that matchup. He probably would win most matchups on that backside by himself. New role for A.J. Green, Gus. He used to being the man. He used to getting the double teams. Now he play with Hop. He's the second guy, so getting adjusted to this new role, I think he's going to love it.
2nd down and 9 at the 37. Chase Edmonds in the backfield. Play fake. Murray slings it. Caught. Max Williams. Big fella's had a great day. Big Vigil.
Max Williams definitely having a great day. Showing a lot of yards after the catch today, Gus.
Gained 17 there.
It's a big guy. That's a tough tackle.
Murray checks it down again, and Edmonds gets stuck. Man, Nick Vigil. He's also having a big day.
Nick Vigil everywhere today. Got a turnover. Almost came up with another turnover there. He's looking at the replay board. I'm looking at the replay board. Did he take the football from Edmonds there? Maybe a little late. Big day by Nick Vigil. All over the field. Had a sack last week. Calling the defense.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Another part, another new addition to this defense.
2nd and 8. Murray looking over the middle. And Chase Edmonds with the catch. Seems like the Vikings lead. They're keeping Arizona in front of them now.
The Vikings has been running a bunch of cover 2. Harrison Smith and Xavier Woods deep. Everybody else short. And even they short coverages at about 8 or 9 yards. They're trying to keep everything in front of them. They just got to continue to be good tacklers.
3rd down and 5 at the 41. DeAndre Hopkins has been cold. Let's see if Murray looks for him.
In this situation, you better know where Kyler Murray is. He loves to use his legs on 3rd and short.
Here's Murray under pressure. Murray incomplete. Vikings blitzed. And Kyler Murray has to get rid of it.
Good job by Stephen Weatherly. Not letting Kyler Murray get outside of him. When he get outside of you, that's when he can really get his eyes downfield and find somebody. But as long as you keep him inside that pocket, put a little pressure on him, you're doing your job.
So Cliff Kingsbury keeps the offense on the field. Arizona facing a 4th down and 5 at the 41. Electing to go for it. Murray in the gun.
3 receivers in the boundary.
Here's Kyler Murray. He's in! Oh, what a catch at the 5! Christian Kirk does it again!
Christian Kirk, the most underrated guy on this Cardinals team. He feels that zero blitz. No help deep. Christian Kirk is a legit deep threat in this NFL, man.
He had a Willie Mays catch last week, folks. But Kyler Murray, what a dime. 35-yard gain.
Kyler Murray with the fadeaway, fading back from the zero blitz. Perfect ball to Christian Kirk. We got to start giving Christian Kirk his respect as a deep threat in the NFL, Gus.
So that'll make it 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Great job recognizing that blitz by Kyler Murray. Everybody coming. He just scrambles back. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that, Gus. You just move backwards to escape the blitz and still have enough arm strength to throw that ball all the way downfield like that. That's Mahomes-like. Perfect pass.
Man.
You're definitely getting the show today, Gus.
A big one.
Huge red zone trip for the Cardinals right here.
5:25 remaining. Cardinals with only 1 timeout left, with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go.
A few runs here. They want to take some of the clock. They want to score a touchdown. You got to take a little time off the clock while you're doing it.
1st down and goal from the 6. Connor, the deep man. They give it to him. Running around the left side, nothing. Eric Kendricks. Big time play. That's a loss of 3.
Good play by Eric Kendricks. He's going to read around, get right in his gap. It's a big back you're trying to bring down. But Eric Kendricks says he can handle it.
2:23. 2nd down and goal from the 9.
I know I said it 100 times today, but watch Kyler Murray in the red zone and 3rd down. You got to know where he is. You got to know he always got running on his mind.
Already with a 12-yard touchdown. Murray underneath, incomplete. A.J. Green took his eyes off the football.
He definitely did. He put his eyes on Harrison Smith, beelining in his direction. Lost a little concentration right there. He'd love to have that one back. They ran a now slant outside. Man coverage, try to let A.J. Green catch and run. Throw was a little high. Forced A.J. Green to take his eyes off the football. Looking at that man right there, Harrison Smith.
So a big 3rd down and goal from the 9. Edmonds standing next to Kyler Murray.
Pat P and Hop.
Here's Murray, pumping. Murray inside, incomplete. Knocked away. Great job by Cameron Dantzler.
Cameron Dantzler one-on-one with A.J. Green outside. They took the help to Hopkins. Dantzler was pretty much by himself. Harrison Smith got over there late, but Harrison Smith was in double coverage with Hopkins. Dantzler, 0 coverage. Great play.
So Matt Prater, who kicked the 62-yarder in this game, this one from 27 yards out. Andy Lee holds. And it's good. The Cardinals go up by a penny, but Mike Zimmer's defense They bent but did not break, and here comes Captain Kirk. Arizona leads. They go on a 10-play, 55-yard drive, but did not score 6. Therefore, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings will get the football, and they have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Arizona has 1. Smith-Marset back deep, over his head, not a play. Let's take a look at what happened around the league today. Las Vegas leaves Pittsburgh victorious. Carr with a huge day, 382, 2 touchdowns. The Bills blanked the Dolphins. They bounced back after losing to the Steelers last week. Rams and Niners improved to 2-0. The NFC West teams, they're a combined 6-0. First and 10 of the 25 for Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook back in the game. Cook, they stretch it out to him. Breaks it inside, and a flag.
We got a late holding call. Buda Baker scraping off that edge. The left tackle had to reach out.
Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Big Hill, big Rashad Hill had to reach out. And barely grabbed Buda Baker, or he might have scraped down the line and made that play.
Little tug there.
Little tug, small tug, but enough to draw a flag.
First and 20. Vikings have played a pretty clean game penalty-wise today.
Not how you want to start the drive if you're Kirk Cousins and the Vikings.
Cousins. And caught on the far side by Justin Jefferson. This young kid's got a bright future in this league. Man, is he good.
Justin Jefferson creates so much separation. One of those guys who can full speed cut. Run full speed, he can cut out of full speed breaks. Buda Baker did a great job closing. Not a lot of yards after the catch.
Second and 7. Cook. And Cook lost his footing and goes down. Antonio Hamilton with the tackle, the 5th-year man out of South Carolina State, who was put on the active roster before the game, off the practice squad. Makes it 3rd down and 7 at the 28-yard line.
He had to play a bunch of football today with Marco Wilson going down. Huge 3rd down for Kirk Cousins. He sees man coverage, he's going to Adam Thielen.
Amir Abdullah in the game and running back.
The Cardinals have dropped some guys out.
Cousins underneath, incomplete. Abdullah, the intended receiver. Jordan Hicks was there.
The Cardinals advance. Joseph and the Cardinals love to show that pressure. Drop guys out, play zone underneath. You always confuse the quarterback. Great play by Jordan Hicks, getting to where he needed to be while showing his disguise.
So the Arizona defense holds Jordan Berry to punt. From the 14, Rondale Moore standing at his own 29. This one hanging in the air. And fair caught at the 40. A 32-yard punt. Murray back on the field. He is the unquestioned leader of this team.
They got 48 in.
We welcome those of you who are watching the Falcons and the Buccaneers. We've got a great one. 34-33. Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals on top of Kirk Cousins and the Vikings here in Glendale, Arizona. Murray pulls it out on first down, wants to get out of bounds, and does. It's a game of 3. So let's give you our game summary. Kirk Cousins, 17 of 25, 3 touchdowns. Murray, big day as well, but he's thrown 2 picks. Vikings have scored 10 points off those 2 turnovers, 7 lead changes. But Minnesota's kicker, Greg Joseph, missed an extra point. That's the big difference now. Murray on 2nd and 6. And sack! Woo! Danielle Hunter again. And that's number 3.
Danielle Hunter is back. Coming off that edge. One-on-one against Humphries at the top of your screen. Usually Kyler Murray is able to spin away from pressure like this, but Danielle Hunter just closing way too fast. Huge play.
Danielle Hunter signed a 5-year, $72 million contract extension prior to the 2019 season. 3 sacks today, all by this young man.
Danielle Hunter playing a great game today. He's been dancing, he's been celebrating, he's been in on a run. Danielle Hunter everywhere today. Making a huge play on the most important defensive possession for the Vikings.
And the Vikings called a timeout to stop the clock. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Arizona has 1 timeout remaining. Kyler Murray faced with a 3rd and 16.
Kyler Murray will be smart here. He'll make sure after this play that the clock is running, no matter what he decides to do.
Out of the shotgun. Murray to throw it. Murray steps up, checks it down, finds Edmonds, and hot pursuit by the Vikings. They'll get off the field. A 7-yard gain on 3rd and 16. Mackenzie Alexander cleans it up. And Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense get another chance. They call another timeout. They have 1 left as Cousins prepares to come back on the field.
Cousins had a game-tying drive last week.
But remember, you also have the 2-minute warning.
Yes, 2 timeouts, just about 2 timeouts. 2-minute warning and a timeout. Kirk Cousins, he manages the clock perfectly. He had a game-tying drive, like I said, last week, and would have had a game-winning drive if it wasn't for Dalvin Cook's fumble. But really good in the 2-minute. He's fully aware of what's going on, fully aware of the situation of the game. Loves to go to Thielen, loves to work the middle of the field in his 2-minute drill.
Andy Lee to punt it away from the 26. D.D. Westbrook, the deep man. Line drive. Westbrook inside his own 10. Westbrook does a nice job, and he returns it to the 22 with 2:09 left. 53-yard punt, 16-yard return. Isabella with the tackle on special teams, and here comes Kirk Cousins.
Well, it won't be game time this week. If he's able to get the Vikings down there this week, it'll be for the win, Gus.
"16 career game-winning drives." First down and 10. Ball at the 23. Cousins checks it down to Thielen, who lined up in the backfield. And he'll get out of bounds at the 26. Isaiah Simmons pushing him out of play. 3-yard gain. Second and 7. Cook in the backfield. Draw play. Cook sticks his foot in the ground and picks up a nice chunk of yardage as he crosses the 35 to the 36. Brought down by Hicks. 9-yard pickup. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 34-33. Don't touch that dial. If you're thinking ahead, folks, Greg Joseph is 3 for 3 in field goals this year, and all have been from 50 or more yards. He had a career-long 53-yarder last week and a pair of 52-yarders today. He did miss an extra point today. 1st and 10 at the 35. Cousins, here's a screen. Madison hits the sideline. Madison still running, and he's down inside Arizona territory. A gain of 17. Where do they need to go to get in his range, Akeem?
I think they only need about 10 more yards, Gus. That screen right there got him pretty close. You would have loved for Madison to get out of bounds.
Cousins. That one deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Kirk Cousins is lucky that ball got deflected. That was a touchdown for Murphy Jr.
Antonio Hamilton.
He was lucky that one got deflected, Gus.
Vikings with 1 timeout left.
Murphy Jr. breaking.
Second and 10 at the 48. They need to get to the 30 to get in Greg Joseph's range. Kirk Cousins lobs it up the sideline. Incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the receiver.
A ball that Justin Jefferson usually comes down with. Good ball placement. He got 2 hands on the football.
Robert Alford in
huge
coverage.
play. Big 3rd down for Kirk Cousins.
3rd down and 10 at the 48. Listen to this crowd. Bunch formation. Now motion for Thielen. He's Cousins' go-to man. Cousins looking. Cousins guns it. Cousins caught. Thielen out of bounds.
3rd and Thielen. The Cardinals decided to play 2-man under. Cornerbacks got their back turned to the quarterback. That's a lot of time to have to play man coverage. Thielen fakes the in route, breaks it back outside. Money ball.
1st down and 10 at the 36. 1:15 to go. Vikings with a timeout left. Dalvin Cook in the backfield.
Cardinals showing pressure.
Play fake over the middle. Caught. KJ Osborne.
Now that time they did blitz everybody. Good tackle by Jalen Thompson. They did bring everybody that time. Sometimes they bring everybody, sometimes they drop 3 or 4 guys out. They like to walk everybody up in those gaps and confuse the quarterback.
Second and 2. Clock still winding down.
So now if you're on defense, you prevent touchdowns now.
Play fake, underneath again, it's KJ Osborne. What a catch. He dug that one out. 9-yard gain.
They already in field goal range here. Now as a DB, you just make sure you don't give up a touchdown. Antonio Hamilton making sure he didn't get that slot fade. You'd rather tackle a slant. Get that fade thrown in the slot.
1st down. And here we go, folks. Greg Joseph. 2 seconds left. Let's take a look back at what happened last week. He kicked the game-tying 53-yard field goal as time expired, a career long, but the Vikings lost in overtime.
Back-to-back weeks, Kirk Cousins has put on amazing 2-minute drills. Last week it was for the tie. If everything goes well, this week it'll be for the win.
He's 2 for 2 today. Both from 52 yards. This one, a 37-yard attempt. Jordan Berry is his holder. Andrew DePaula is the snapper. Good snap, clean hole for the win. Oh my goodness, he missed it. Unbelievable. And the Cardinals survive. 34-33. You're watching the NFL, folks, on FOX.
Wow, right? Wow, what a game. Welcome back, Gus.
37 yards, Mike Zimmer.